Hey guys, Ben here and welcome back to another video on Superman Lois Season 4. Today we're going to be talking about the series finale of the show. We've got a really interesting set photo to break down from the finale. It gives us good insight as to the end of the final episode. So we're going to be breaking that down in today's video. So if you do go on to enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos later this year. Okay, so we're going to be discussing this first look at the Superman Lois Season 4 series finale from a different angle. So you guys remember about a month ago we reported on some Canada Graph set photos that he was able to get. It was a great look at the finale. We got to see Tyler in the suit for the very first time. I'll put the pictures on the screen right here. You know, his face is all bloody. He's clearly in a battle. It's probably the final battle of the show. And so those photos were released via Canada Graph's Patreon. So go check that out in the link in the description below. But basically that was a good insight into what we were getting. There was also some photos including like the rest of the cast, so we know that they are all going to be there during that huge battle scene, like Lana, Clark's whole family, John Henry Irons, and I believe Natalie. We know that the actor for Natalie was on set during this day. And actually what we have to discuss that is new and different is to do with Natalie, because we got this photo and I'm going to pop it up on the screen. So shout out to Canada Graph for actually sending me this. It's from Parade Guy on Twitter. Now, what Parade Guy does apparently is he's a local to this area in Vancouver. It's barely Vancouver. Apparently, according to Canada Graphs, it's like way on the outskirts. Takes a long time to get there from downtown Vancouver. But this is the Smallville location where they shoot. They've got their own mini stage slash town slash set. And according to what Canada Graphs told me, this guy who posted this photo online has access to the set, and he had access on the last day. Now, of course, this set is going to be taken over by another TV show or another film some point in the near future, but during the shooting of the final episode of Superman Lois, they redesigned some bits of the town, including this wall that you see right here. So we've seen this photo before, so you guys remember it back like a month ago when those set photos came out, the ones we were just discussing. But we only really got a look at John Henry Irons on this painted mural in Smallville. And in this photo, and it's a really good high quality photo from up close, because as I said, this guy has access to the set, and he had access on that final day or that final week after this had been put together. But basically, this photo shows us our first good look at the whole thing. So we can see Natalie is actually included here, and in fact her suit has the House of L symbol on it too. So they've been like fully incorporated to, you know, the Superman family and everything, it seems, by the series finale. And I've got some theories about how the show can end. We'll talk about that in a second. But if you're taking this into account, that means that yeah, they've been here for 25 years with Steelworks Industries. They've made it a successful thing. They are based in Smallville rather than moving to Metropolis like some of us were theorizing at the end of last season. Again, it's been a long time since last season, so maybe some of you guys forgot, but John Henry Irons did have a offer to go to Metropolis, and so we were just wondering, will he go there? But this confirms in the series finale, this behind the scenes photo says, yeah, they're definitely sticking around. And even in the behind the scenes photos where you saw them in the present day, John Henry Irons is present, and I think Natalie is there too. So what do I make of Natalie's inclusion? I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer, but then when I first saw the photo I was like, oh yeah, I remember this, but we only got like part of it, because basically where Canada Graphs is able to go from outside the set, where he would get the photos of them inside the set, he would just like zoom in with a really long camera lens and basically get whatever he can, but from like a select angle. So he couldn't get around to certain angles, like past, you know, down the roads. You can't get around to there because it's like impossible. There's no actual viewpoint. But from where he views it, from the gate on the outside of the Smallville set, he can actually see this mural, and that's how he was able to get a photo of it. But because of the action scene that was being shot, there was actually like a flipped upside down car in front of Natalie, so that's why we didn't actually get to see it. So when I got sent this by Grass, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that Natalie was supposed to be included in here. But yeah, it's great to see them suited up, and this leads me into my theorizing about the ending of the show. In the series finale, I believe we are going to cut forward to the future. We will flash forward. We will have like a montage kind of in the Supergirl style, how they ended the show, kind of a little bit further into the future, but obviously 25 years is a long time, because you guys have to remember they haven't started Steelworks Industries yet, so it will be 25 years after the present day. So I presume they will set up the company in the final season, and this will lead to some flash forwards in the series finale, where you get to see this mural being here in the future set Smallville in like 25 years. So what's that, like nearly 2050? It's like 2049, and actually 2049 is a big deal in the Arrowverse, so don't know if there's any connections there. Don't know if that kind of links into why Tom Cavanaugh might show up, just because of his Flash relations, but obviously that's me kind of over speculating. I think when Tom Cavanaugh does show up in a role this season, as was teased by him at a recent Comic-Con event, he's probably going to play like either a version of Harrison Wells, and it will just be like a random cameo from the Harrison Wells of their Earth, or it's going to be like a completely different character, and it's just going to be a homage because Tom is, you know, a really good friend of Todd Helbing, the showrunner, and obviously he has a history on the show. So it would be great to see him show up, because he hasn't actually shown up on the show before. I guess that's just because of his specific characters, and there's been no need of him showing up. I guess Diggle has kind of done all that work. But yeah, I believe the ending of the show is going to be some flash forwards. This is going to be one of the flash forwards. You get to see their legacy, and I think you'll see some other legacy moments set in the future, looking back on the past, basically teasing us with what would have happened if we went beyond season 4, went to season 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on, you know, year after year. This is what's happened. This is how Smallville has developed. This is how our characters have developed, because that is really a core essential part of ending a show, because you got to end it on a good note, right? So you got to have the farewells, the goodbyes, you got to have those emotional moments between the characters, and have the scenes that kind of excites you about the future despite you knowing there is no future. Like if you look at The Flash and the way that they ended it on a hopeful note. They ended it with the Flash sharing his powers with multiple different new speedsters. Now obviously it would have been great to see the continuation of that. It's not a cliffhanger in a sense, it's like just ending on an optimistic note that just makes you theorize and wonder in your mind, oh, what's the world going to look like? What's the specific world of Smallville, Superman, Lois and everything going to be like beyond the end of the show? And so I think that is very important, and I believe that is exactly what we are seeing here. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the ending of Superman Lois. I have lots of theories. I'm going to be covering Superman Lois non-stop as we head towards it premiering in October. Again, a reminder, Superman Lois is airing on Thursdays. They haven't given us an official release date yet, but it's going to be sometime mid-October. That's when they normally start airing. And so if we look at October in the calendar, it's probably going to be on Thursday, probably the 10th or the 17th. That would be my best bet as of right now. So looking forward to all of that, and as I said, we're going to have lots of coverage, and hopefully we get some trailers and teasers at some point soon, because it's been a long time, guys. Like, you have to remember, we haven't had Superman Lois in over a year. It's been a very, very long time, but I do expect with all the teasers recently, with them ending the show, that at some point soon we're going to get the start of the promotional campaign. Yeah, we're still in May, you know, like it's the end of May, so we do have a long ways out until October, but starting in the summer, towards the end of the summer, we're definitely going to get some stuff. So be on the lookout for all of that, guys. We're going to have lots of coverage. We're uploading daily right now. We're doing lots of different video types, so if you enjoy the type of content that you've been seeing, whether it's DC or not, please be sure to continue watching, continue coming back every day, turn on notifications. That is vital, because if lots of you come in early, watch the video, you put a like, you leave a comment, that tells YouTube that you like what you're seeing, and that really helps me out. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment. Also subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of those future videos. But for now, you can click on the top right corner of the screen to watch my latest video. But for now, I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.